I think that a proper introduction might be in place here right now. So here we go. Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video today. So alright, as you guys can see, we have got ourselves some unexpected visitors today. I am kidding, it is just me, but I am not mad at that. And the only reason why I am not mad at that is because I am going to be a changed man from now on. I am not just going to cast out all the people that come to me for my experienced help and such. No, I am going to change them by changing myself and my outlook on Minecraft and Roblox. So I will be getting some stuff together and I am going to make sure that this video does not have anything to do with getting my house blown up, by turning it into a build-off between myself. And yes, by myself I mean this little guy right here who is called SubZero, and I am going to be building the Minecraft logo for starters. And we will continue on from that thing into a Roblox logo. But I am not going to be spoiling too much stuff right now. So let's get a move on, you guys, and follow me to the other side of this landfill right here. So like I told you guys a second ago, I am going to be a changed man from this point forward. And you might want to ask why. Well, let me tell you guys why I am going to change my ways with the noobs and hackers. Because I have been asking myself what I could do to get rid of this noob problem, and of course the growing hacker problem. But who actually is better? No one really knows now, do they? I mean, you can of course guess, but that never got anyone far. So today I will be putting this to the test. So we have hackers and noobs in both Minecraft and Roblox. And I think that we can have a little fun with this because no one actually knows what game is better. But I think that of course that I will be the best. I mean, that would be anyone their first bet. But then again, I think that I still might come out on top just because I feel like I have got a lot of experience with all of this stuff here. And most of them out there do not share that same skill set. Now this might become a little annoying though, because it will be taking a lot of work to get finished. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these people finding out where I live and it is just driving me nuts. Now I have already tried training them in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Now that did not work at all, because that literally just blew up in my face. Then I have gone the complete other way around and I just started planting traps everywhere, which again just ended up blowing up in my face, taking my house with them. Then I give the training another shot, which did not work at all. And then after that everything got pretty calm again. But then people started stealing out of my chest, and that is when I went into full defense mode again and I started hiding the chests that I own just so that people cannot get to them. So Minecraft might not win this battle for me. But who knows though? I mean, a lot of stupid stuff has happened throughout the last couple of weeks. But you know, I guess that this is just my life right now. Even though I must confess that the things that we have been doing the last week are pretty okay. I mean, there were no sightings of random people who tried to mess with me or anything like that, so that is something that I really do appreciate right now. Now that does not mean that everything is over and said and done and all of that, because it is not. I can feel that a war is coming. I am just not sure about the timing of said war. It might be coming soon, but it might not. Right now I cannot give a clear answer on that. But what is necessary for me and my morale right now is that we get this thing done. I mean, just look at how good we are doing with this build right now. So just take a look. And by the way, I hope that you are paying close attention because I am not going to show you this again. But once we are done with this build off, I will have a new and cool video for you all to watch and decide for yourselves what you guys like better. But I was able to apply that same idea that I had used on the hacker problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the building problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again and decide what I like better. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done, because that would be a bummer, because I might want to start living here in Minecraft again actually. Now this would not be a video about me, the actual actual Sub-Zero if I was not fooling with people and messing with people like you. So I think that that actually is something that I might want to start doing with my new friends that I might get in here. But I am just thinking of something that I can do on the spot right now so that I can entertain all of you people. So I am just going to be hoping that this cool approach to my grass block house actually works. Otherwise, like I just said, I'm going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man because it is not like the houses are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I am going to go right back to bed for like a week, because right now I actually am kind of a dead man when it comes to this. I mean, there is no such thing as getting too much sleep for me right now, because right now it just feels like I am not even doing anything anymore. All day long I am just roaming around my house and stuff without a thought, and I am just so tired that I have got no idea what to go do. But then when I think that I might be able to go to bed, and the second that my head hits my pillowcase, there is another person at my door and I have got to get up again to be able to defend the fort. I mean, there is not worse feeling than this, but all of that will soon come to an end because I actually feel confident about this right now. But however I might be feeling about this big Roblox house of mine that I am creating, it will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now and that is not what I should do, because I am trying to keep the people out of this Minecraft realm, and of course if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that because that looks like just a little bit too much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now, because if I have got to work even more on this thing I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time. So I am just going to make sure that I am completely read up on all of their logo build strategies and their language and all of that stuff. So take some milk, sit down and kids get ready to learn. And the topic of today's learning with SubZeroExtabyte will consist out of some really cool footage of me building Roblox stuff and destroying more stuff while I try to get as smart as humanly possible on the noob kind, which is going to be very tricky. At least that is one of my first guesses right now. So apparently the first thing to learn is that the word noob is taken from the word newbie, which is spelled N-E-S-W-B-I-E, so that might not be as interesting as I thought that it would be, but at least it will kind of keep you heading into the right direction overall. Now, noob is a slang term for a novice or a newcomer, or somebody inexperienced in any profession or activity. So that means that a noob is someone who is new to the game, but that is something that we already figured out on our own and we do not need Wikipedia for that. But it goes on with the following sentence. Contemporary use can particularly refer to a beginner or new user of computers, often concerning internet activity, such as online gaming. So you are a noob when you are new to an online game. I mean, they could have just formulated that a lot shorter, but for some odd reason they decided to leave it that long. I mean, I am not complaining, but something is telling me that they could have done that way shorter back there. So basically my first option was not that stupid, and that was to just go ahead and teach all of those noobs how this game works. I mean, that sounds pretty decent, right? Well, wrong, because no matter how much you teach them, they will always manage to find a way where they can just slack and they will still end up blowing up your house. But that is not something that I want to talk about right now, because that might be bringing me back into tears again. Now let me tell you this, that I am not going to be trying the forceful way again, because that also did not work for me for one bit at all. But that is just a flow though that I am trying to hop like a freaking train right now. But of course there is more to a noob than just the stupid word noob. But I should stop about that because this is not going where it should be going, like I always have to do. So alright, if I may say so myself, I think that the house of Roblox, aka the Roblox house, is coming along pretty nicely. Of course we are just setting up the walls and stuff right now, but like Donald Trump says, there is nothing better than a wall. Okay, he did not really say that, but just let me have a moment here, okay? But yeah, even though we are still building the walls so that everything is sturdy in here, it is actually looking pretty nice. But alright, also decoration is low-key just high-key right now, so get going on that as well. Just light this bad boy up with like paintings and all that kind of stuff. Just whatever you think will fit into this thing, because ultimately it will become your house and maybe one day even your home. And you know how I feel about building a home rather than a house, because a house is just that, a house. It is 4 walls and a roof. But a home is so much more than that. I mean, it still is 4 walls and a roof, but right now it also is filled with love, like a real home should be filled with. And a lot of paintings, in my opinion, of course. To be honest, building this Roblox home right now also makes me feel at home for some reason. And because I always used to make these things a couple of years back when I was just playing on my own instead of with you guys, but you know, that might actually just be me rambling, to be honest. Who knows actually? I just know that it feels good to be making this thing right now. But of course I am going to keep feeling this feeling of being home and this feeling of nostalgia. So I thought that today I am going to be pursuing that feeling of nostalgia. And I mean, I really love the feeling of nostalgia just because it makes me feel at home, and it gives me a little throwback to my childhood and stuff. So I am just going to go ahead and do whatever it takes to get that nostalgic feeling back into my veins. And that is really something that I long for right now. Even though all of this has nothing to do with the Roblox home, I just feel like sometimes it is just good to talk about things like this, because you could just build this house right here, and it would not feel like home. That would be a bad thing, I guess. So alright, as you may have seen right there, the walls are done, and this wall is going to allow me to just stay with it, and it will not let anyone else in. So that is really cool. And of course no one will notice that this thing is there, because like I said, no one is going to just be running into a wall without knowing that there is something up with that thing. That is why the wall/pillar on that train station in London works that well. I mean, who is going to suspect some random wall for something like that? I mean, no one is just going to take their cart and run into a pillar like that. So I mean, all of those people that work in the wizarding world have got all of their secret and magic stuff figured out really well. But now I am just going to have to perform the same trick, because otherwise I am still going to be eating cake for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Even though that is for beginners, you do not even know. That was a quote from a song by Donald Glover, aka the Childish Gambino. And he is a cool guy. Again, not that this makes any sense right here now, but let's move on to the fun part about this video. And this is really why you are all here and of course still watching this video. I am going to be loving every freaking second of this, and that will be all of it today. Now alright, my master plan is going to go into full effect right away right now. I am going to make sure that everything is gone right here in a couple of minutes. Although I have not seen this ever since I got here, which to me is a little bit fishy of course, but I am just going to let that fly for right now so that I can finally make an end to all of this madness. I will not tolerate anyone on my land ever again. But still, today is all about fun and blowing stuff up. I mean, you saw me building this thing like 10 minutes ago, man. I am really confused right now, but I guess that I have just fallen asleep when I was building this or something like that. I mean, I bet that you will notice the bang once I am done with all of this right here. I mean, it is pretty hard not to notice this because it is just that big of an explosion. I mean, this is a lot of TNT, and that means that I am not kidding around for one bit right now. So let's just make sure that we actually perform this the right way. It is something that makes you think, does it not? But well, we are not here to think now, are we? We are here because we want to see things getting blown up. And you know, you are not wrong for coming here for just that, because that is basically the only reason why I am here. But then again, you can guess that we are also just here to fool around and not talk about serious topics for a while. So please excuse me if I go too far on some subject, but sometimes it is rather hard for me not to talk about things that I know a lot about. So like I said, please just excuse me for that. Now this thing did not really care about my computer apparently, because I am lagging so hard right now. It is actually pretty insane to me right now, man. I am looking for something that will take out these Herobrine without dealing too much damage to the surrounding neighborhood, but this did not even leave my PC safe. So I will just have to keep testing and see whatever I can come up with to make something like this. And then of course I will have to go out of my way to make something, some type of big boom that will make you all go crazy. Now closing this video, I want to thank all of you for subscribing and liking, and of course just watching these videos. I do do not know what to think about something like this, but it is just really insane if you are asking me. To think that there are so many of you out there really just fills my heart so much that it is insane. And even though I am a Minecraft and Roblox character, it still fills my square cardboard-like looking heart. It is just insane, people. But my god, this is insane, man. You guys could probably fit inside of this hole in the ground. It is just insane. It is like we were destined to meet each other. And of course I want to thank every single one of y'all for making all of this possible right now. So to all of you special little snowflakes out there, I love all of you. Now I hope that you are happy with me being there for you through thick and thin, just like you are here for me. I hope that you guys have enjoyed my videos today, and I hope that we will see each other in the next videos.